those 4 games this weekend, man, probably the best NFL division round series. I mean, just all 4 games, man. I've been labeling it walking off weekend because every game we ended up with a walk off. So it was just much. I mean, and I kind of, I enjoyed it because I didn't have a vested interest in any team that's been in the playoffs this year. So I was able to really sit back and enjoy the game as a true NFL fan and not a fan of those teams. So I really I enjoyed that part of it, but of course, as a fan of a certain team, you want your team in the playoffs. I would put me through what I went through with the Astros last year, and put at least the Texans. The Texans can't even get to that point, where we're playing for a championship. At least I would take that all day over sitting at home. But watching those games this weekend, man, it was awesome, man. So I came up with the video tribute for all of those, for the ends of those games. So we're going to just play that for a second and, let y'all, just enjoy that moment. It's take about a couple minutes. You can take me out the screen if you want to.
And that's 5 sacks for this defense in each of the last 3 games, and it's blocked! Up into the air and spinning inside the 10, picked up and a touchdown! To send the 49ers to the NFC Championship game. Kick was down the middle and good! 49ers win it! San Francisco is moving on with a 13-10 win here at Lambeau.
Middle of this time, wide to the left. Brady looking the other way. Brady going deep down the right sideline for Evans. He makes the catch. He's in for the score.
They're going to roll the coverage over the top. And on the other side, Mike Evans is going to be one-on-one against Jalen Ramsey. Brady saw that defense roll that way, and he said, I'm coming right.
Stafford, deep downfield. He's got Cup again. He's at the 10. Stafford says, let's get down there. We gotta clock it. We gotta get the field goal. Clock running down. They have time. Rams getting set. Getting ready for Matt Gay to come in. He spikes it there, and Matt Gay will come in and try to win the game. 30 yards to win the game. Matt Gay boots it through. And the Rams, by the hair of their skinny teeth, wind up winning it.
3 games so far, a walk-off field goal.
Yes.
All 3.
Yes. Cooper Kupp. 2 gigantic plays. 4 turnovers by the Rams, and Stafford almost gave it away on this drive.
Up on the edge with Ingram and have him come up on the inside. Some of these guys.
Allen fires it into wide open. Remarkable touchdown, Buffalo. Davis again.
The juke move of the year was what that receiver put on that DB.
A strike. But watch the route up top. 13. Right there, Davis. Oh, my goodness.
Down the middle. It's Hill in the open. Cuts it upfield. He might be gone. He is. Kansas City takes the lead with a minute to go from 64 incredible yards.
Well, we talked about Josh Allen needed to make a huge play. This place is going crazy. And then all of a sudden you got Superman himself comes out And he shows you Patrick Mahomes. Only that loss in overtime, but if he gets the ball, wow, what a strike. And then Tyreek does the rest. Cheetah says goodbye. He's even giving a little wave here. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah, you're not catching it. Looking to the end zone for the win. He caught it. Ball game.
Walk-off weekend.
Chiefs to the championship game.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's
These
it,
two
huh?
guys know each other. Unbelievable. This is just unfathomable. The Bills had won this game. It was over. Josh Allen with a perfect postseason.
Oh, man. Football overload right there, man. I got an echo. Man, I mean, it was like play after play. The Chiefs and Bills scored combined for 25 points with 2 minutes to play in the game. With 2 minutes to play in the game, they combined for 25 points, man. That's unheard of, man. You want to feel bad for the Buffalo Bills and their fans, but at the end of the day, I'll never forget. I'm an Oilers fan. I'm an Oilers fan for life. Oh, my God. Why do you got that in the background, man? Thank you, God. I thought we was done with that, man. I thought we was done with the Cowboys this year, man. I don't think I can hear him. Oh. Can you hear me, Rich?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, a lot to unpack there, man. A lot to unpack, man. Give me your thoughts on the weekend, man.
Well, it was definitely a crunchy peanut butter guy kind of weekend. I mean, 4
We still on that?
walk-off field goals.
4.
Without question, and I'm definitely not a prisoner of the moment type of guy, and I've seen a lot of football over the years, man. This is by far the best weekend in divisional round football that I've ever seen. Those games were crazy. The Chiefs game was crazy. The Bengals game was crazy. The 49ers and the Packers, the Rams, man, that was just nuts.
Yeah, it was that's football on crack. That's what I called it, man. It was high level football, and then at the same time, there was some people that was very disappointing. So I'm gonna play a game with you today. I call it the 3-word game. So you come up with 3 words for each game, and you know what I'm saying, they kind of, relate. Like, for example, the Tennessee game, I say Tanner killed Tennessee.
Yeah, Ryan Tanner killed.
Ryan Tanner killed, exactly.
Yeah.
And so for the Buffalo game, I said Leslie got Kelsey'd. And for the Green Bay game, I said discount double choke. And for the Rams, so far, oh my. Because they can actually finish the year out at home.
At home, yeah. That'll be unprecedented, too. We have back-to-back Super Bowl teams playing that home game.
The thing was, last year, Brady and them had to go on the road so they really didn't have no home games until the Super Bowl. The Rams got a unique opportunity to play the NFC Championship in their home stadium, and then not even have to travel to go. I mean, that's a huge advantage,
Right.
So Brady. People trying to give him his excuses, like, hey, he didn't have his weapons. I said, listen, man, he was down 23-7 in the first half. He didn't have his weapons. Well, what about the second half? He had those same players in the second half. So miss me with that. He didn't have his weapons.
I mean, he was like the old Brady, man. I mean, what happened, why they lost that game was the fact that you got Cooper Kupp, who's by far the best receiver in the league. Why in the blue hell do you go cover 0? To me, that guy's in a bracket. I don't give a damn. Somebody else gonna have to beat us. Guy's not gonna beat us.
See, the theme of this weekend on like at least 2 of those games for me was defensive coordinators getting cute. They're getting cute at the end of the game. Leslie Frazier should not have been on the plane back to Buffalo. That is unexcusable on the defense that you played. And knowing the situation, I can understand that defense if they needed a touchdown. If they did
You
need a
got to stop them
touchdown,
for 13 seconds.
then
Right.
they got 3 timeouts, and you're talking about opposites, man. Like how the Chiefs ran those particular plays based on how the Cowboys played their plays last week. I mean, the Chiefs went 43 yards in 13 seconds. Dak did a 17-yard scramble in 14 seconds. So I know that hurts, man. I had to bring that up, man. But check this out. This is a unique stat that I found on the internet today. The passing leader for the NFL have never won a Super Bowl in that year. They are 0 and 56. 0 and 56. It doesn't surprise me, to be honest,
because in the playoffs, the games are always tighter. It's usually the teams that don't turn the ball over, that control the clock, they're able to keep their defense fresh. Those are the teams that win the Super Bowl. Even the Kurt Warner Super Bowl team, they even, to some degree, even though they were like the most explosive pass-happy offense at that particular time, a lot has changed since then. They still had Marshall Faulk as the balance, as the counterweight. So they could run the football. They could control the clock. And you go back and you look at those games, that's what they did in the playoffs. It wasn't the greatest show on turf, lighting everything up in the playoffs. They went to more of a contemporary type style. Of course, you still got those burners on the outside, to take advantage of matchups, but their focus was on 28 at the time. Marshall Faulk is the one.
Absolutely, man. I remember
really kind of calm things down.
That team, I thought they would win at least like 3 Super Bowls, man. But, I guess the league kind of caught up to them, And like I said, 0 and 56 for passing leaders, man. That is an amazing stat, man. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it locally, man. Oh, man.
We have football in Houston? Oh, I'm sorry, U of H. Sure, that's right.
Yeah, we got U of H. Yeah, you got U of H because the Texans.
Basically,
oh God, like the coaching candidates itself is just a joke. You got some of the best coaches, potential coaches. I would be kicking the tires on a Doug Peterson if I was the Texans. Somebody that that has done it. The fact that you bringing in Josh McCown for a second interview, man, that to me is just, it's almost like, you remember when Kanye got on TV after Katrina, and he was like, and like he just went off script. He's just like, man, George Bush hates black people. And, man, listen, if I could bring that up, man, Nick Caserio hates Texans fans, okay? And Jack Easterby hates Texans fans. Cal McNair hates Texans fans. They don't like us, man. I don't know what we did to them, but they just want to make our lives miserable. And they doing a good job. They really are. Hines Ward, are you serious? Are you serious? You can't be serious, man. You actually interviewed him, but at least Hines Ward got some coaching experience. I mean, right. Josh McCown, his only experience is volunteering at his son's high school.
Yeah, exactly. He had like not even a full season of high school coaching experience, because he was the emergency quarterback for the Eagles last year or year before. I can't remember what it was, but so he would have to go practice with them and also. So he wasn't like really a full-time coach. So the fact that they're considering that guy, and then only that, it's not a courtesy interview. You actually taking him to a second interview. At that point, you already started talking about philosophy, and you're also talking about money. You're at the point where you're about to make an offer to someone when you bring them to a second interview. You have that guy going in for an interview, but you don't talk to Byron Leftwich. You don't talk to Todd Bowles. You don't talk to Eric Bieniemy.
No.
All these guys out here that, have experience that are winning Super Bowls right now.
Yes.
Those guys I just named, they won the last 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, the Texans are not committed to they're committed to making that into a mega church. They might well just hire a good old Joel Osteen or what's his new name?
Maybe the perfect balance is they're so sold on this beliefs, this religious thing, maybe they should just sign Tim Tebow. At least he got a lick of football in him.
That would probably be the only thing that makes sense if they actually does do that, because everything they do doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's just like, this is where we at right now. They got 5 coaching candidates, right? And one of them is Lombardi, which was the OC they're always gonna be San Diego to me. It's always gonna be like, I can't say LA Chargers, man. It just don't sound right. It don't roll off the tongue like San Diego. But him, Lombardi. I mean, I don't know much about him, but the guy from Philadelphia, who's supposed to be a Staley protege, or like him and Staley like been boys since they were like 7 years old. So they come. I think, what's his name? Gannon.
Yeah. Mike Gannon. Is it Mike Gannon?
Something like that. His last name is Gannon. I got a list over here. I got a list, but I can't show it why I got you on the screen. I don't think. But that's the thing. And they brought him in for the second interview, I think today. And so I'm like, I feel like they don't do their due diligence. You know, it's like they just, if you're gonna just stop there and you're not even gonna even attempt to even get Bieniemy in the building and you know, you don't. To me, it's like they feel like it almost feels like they think they the smartest guy in the room. Oh yeah, I know it's been working this way for y'all, but we got a whole new way that we gonna try. And this is gonna work because I said it's gonna work. But we seen you fail. It's like I almost feel like I'm living in the Twilight Zone, because I feel like I was going through the same thing last year. The same thing. And then you go and double down and do the same thing again. You going out and getting these chumps that don't even like, and I can't stand. The NFL is the only place where I say you can't skip the line to be a head coach. Like how like basketball players, they'll get a play like Steve Nash, and they just, boom, he gets a job. Derek Fisher, he got a job. It's not like that in football, man. I don't like the fact that Josh McCown hasn't been a scout. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't been a coordinator. He ain't even had a coaching job in the NFL. And then you hear interviewing him for a head coach.
He hasn't even punched the clock as an assistant, as an offensive control specialist, nothing. So how is he going to walk into a room full of experienced, tenured coordinators, assistant coaches, and players as the leader of the organization and sit down and explain to everyone how they're going to do schematically, how they're going to do things schematically, how the structure is going to be, how to run practice, how to run camp, how to, the game play, the game day operations is going to go. How are you going to do that? You know, when you have literally zero experience doing it.
Zero. I
can't even see if it was like
me trying to make sense of the whole, like, I call them puppet coaches that they're trying to get in here.
Right.
One, either Nick Caserio wants to be a part of play calling, because it's either this, like you're looking at people to maybe hire an offensive staff, you know. Because you just fired Kelly, so you're looking for people which tells me that you're not going to let the head coach hire his own staff. So it's like, here, you use the staff that I just got you, instead of you coming in here and you bringing the people in that you want, that you comfortable with and that fits your scheme. Two, maybe he's just an idiot. I mean, it's this one. It's either, because some people, like, you know, they're trying to say, you know, it's outside the box thinking. Well, I'm like, but they're in a circle. They're not in a box. They're in a circle. No. They're not. It's not outside of the box more than to me. It's just incompetence over there. And y'all listening to this dude, and y'all getting advice from a guy who don't know anything about football, and he's just trying to cross over this religion into a football thing, and I just don't understand why. I mean, you can be who you are without it being forced upon you. You know, if you're a strong Christian faith type person, by all means. But that ain't got nothing to do with can you catch the ball though? Can you catch the ball?
I don't even think incompetence is the word. I think it's indifference. They don't care what nobody thinks. They don't care what the media thinks. They don't care what the fans think. They don't care what the players think. he just don't care. Like, he's gonna pick the guys that he like versus the guys that bring this type of substance and experience and knowledge and expertise and leadership culture. Like, they are on a mission to literally handpick who they want regardless for this job, and they're just going through the motions. I think Hines Ward was probably their Rooney Rule interview, now that I think about it, because I can't think about any other black position coaches or coordinators at the interviews. They might have brought him in to fulfill the Rooney.
Just shouldn't have that job,
right? Just so they. And then I even read where they were hoping that another team would invite Josh McCown in for an interview, so it would legitimize them for hiring him. Like, if you got to do all that to legitimize your candidate, then you got the wrong guy.
I got some receipts on that. I got some receipts on that. That is a fact. That is a fact. Well, man, let me let you get out of here, man. I sure appreciate you coming on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
Next time, you need to turn that sign around in the back, man. So. I'm finna get here. I'm finna let some of these people kick some rocks, man. It's so good talking to you, man. Once again, we will see you next week. That's Richard Walker from Bring the Pain Sports. The hardest working man in H-Town right there, man. Off. Okay. So we missed a few of those graphics that I had lined up, Q. So just started at 5. Huh? Number 5? Huh? Oh no, that's the Texans coaching search. That's why I say I got some receipts. I wanted to show. The tweet that I was talking about. Oh, not that one. Go to the next one. That's the coaches list. You can keep going past that too. Here we go. Nick Caserio, basically the shadow head coach, so it makes sense that the Texans would want to hire someone who is just happy to have the job. And then I can't see it at the bottom, but basically it's saying that they want puppets over there, man. Go to the next one. Here we go. Jackie should be pushed hard for the Houston Texans to interview Josh McCown again, says mad front office employee. Plan is to maybe promote quarterback coach Pep Hamilton and put Josh McCown in a position to eventually be head coach. Who want to sign up for that crap? Like, for real? Who wants to sign? Are we in a world where you just fired a head coach and you're talking about the coach that you're talking about firing the coach before you even hire him? The next one? That's where we at with the Texans. They like, hey man, we're gonna hire you just to fire you once he gets ready. That makes absolutely no sense, man. Man, I'm sticking with straight football today. It's all about football today. It's a football Monday. It was one of the best division rounds I've ever seen in my life, and I'm 45 years old, and I've been watching football since I was probably about 5 years old. My dad kind of got me into it, and what we witnessed yesterday was something that, like, I've only seen like maybe a couple times in the times as far as generational, like, talent. Something that when you like, okay, those guys are different. Those guys are not the same like the rest of these cats out here, okay? Because I first remember I was like 7 years old when Marino and Elway got drafted. And when I saw those two play, I said, Daddy, who is that? Because that dude, the ball comes out of his hands a little bit different than it comes out of the rest of these cats' hands, man. You know what I'm saying? When I saw Marino throw the ball, I was like, man, that don't look like, I don't think anybody else can repeat the way he throws that ball, you know? And so then along came the run and shoots of the world. When the Oilers adapted their run and shoot philosophy, and you saw Warren Moon lighting the league up, and you was like, okay. And then you start getting around to the mid 2000s when people wasn't really even worried about the quarterback position. It was kind of like we quarterbacks, having a good quarterback is good, but it's not needed to get a Super Bowl. Well, yeah, it is. It's needed in today's NFL. But the second one was the Brady and Manning when they was going at each other for those years, and we got to enjoy about 10 to 15 years of that, and you knew that those two dudes was on another level than anybody else when they played against each other. Patrick Mahomes, we already know this, he's on a whole nother level. Josh Allen has stepped into the room, okay? Josh Allen stepped into the room with and he should have won the game. He should have won that game, man. Leslie Frazier should not be having a job. That is the way they approach 13 seconds, man. 13 seconds. You know how many people lost so much money off that game, man? Just because of, I'm going to tell you like this. Leslie Frazier, when I see you, it's on site, homie. It's on site, homie. You catch these right here. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, man, let's go to the posters of the week, man. Texas so far away competing is scary. Man, you are not lying there. It's like I don't see them being anything of a competitive team for the next about 3, 4, 5 years. Man, it could go longer than that, man. Like, who knows? I just hope they find maybe a diamond in the rough type head coach if they're gonna go that route. I just don't. I can't get behind McCown though. I can't do it. I can't get behind McCown. I can't get behind somebody who never coached a down in the NFL, never punched in as an assistant in the NFL. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. Go to the post of the week. I love this dude, man. Man, Lamont, man, this dude is funny. Some of y'all complaining about these thirsty men in your inbox. Thirsty men. Thirsty men in your inbox, but put some clothes on and remove the filters. I promise you, it will stop. It will stop. That's my that was my drum. My kick drum. Go to the next one, Q. Never let your girl tell you 13 seconds isn't long enough again. Never let your girl tell you 13 seconds isn't long enough ever again in your life. Okay? You can do a lot of things in 13 seconds, and Patrick Mahomes proved that last night. Are we kicking some rocks today? I think we kick. I got a lineup of kick some rocks today. Let's see. What my boy? What we finna do, man? Kick rocks! We gonna kick some rocks, man. First victim of kicking rocks. Let me tell y'all something, man. Some of y'all need to just put the drugs down, man. Seriously, put the drugs down, man. Rumor, the truth about a Russell Westbrook, John Wall. I tell my son all the time, I'm like, when you think something, say it out loud so you can hear it, and then reevaluate what you're hearing. Why in the heck would the Rockets trade for Westbrook when they just traded Westbrook for Wall? That would be like the first in history, right? Like, you trade somebody for somebody, you get that person, and then you trade him right back for him and put him on another team. That is, it's not even it don't even make any sense because the contracts, they line up, but it's like you're just swapping one player for neither one. They both basically the same player. They old, they washed up, they not really as good as advertised. And they making a tremendous amount of money, and they got a big old hit against the cap, and nobody wants them around. Like, they are basically paying John Wall to not be around because you want the youngsters to play. So why would we want to bring Russell Westbrook into that fold?
I don't think he'll be here to stay. It'll just be something they'll do and they get rid of some way.
But you got to find somebody that's gonna soak that contract up.
Maybe they can work it out with
a buyout.
Maybe they him out easier than
by wall out. Okay, I could. That makes sense actually. That actually that's feasible. I can go with that. I can go with that. Anyway, though, people out there throwing them rumors out there, man, y'all need to do what? Kick rocks! I need to kick them rocks, man, for real. Nah, that's stupid, man. I don't think they're going to do that. Oh, Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles, you ran a 0 blitz at the end of the game and left Cooper Kupp one-on-one with a zone DB. Man, I'm sorry, sir. I know you won the Super Bowl. You know what? That's the picture when he was with Arizona. I'm tripping. Okay, that's on me right there. I just saw the red. I thought it was Tampa Bay. I forgot he was in Arizona for a while. Anyway, Todd Bowles, you need to take your butt back to Arizona and do what? Kick rocks! Because that was a stupid play. That's why I say, man, these defensive coordinators got they got cute this weekend, man. And Ryan Tannehill, man. Ryan Tannehill. That's what I'm going to start calling, because he killed the hopes and dreams of everybody in Tennessee this weekend with that performance. That's why I was telling Rich last week. I was like, hey, I say Ryan Tannehill, he can lose you a game, but he will never win you a game. He'll never win you a game, but he will definitely be the reason why you lost 3 interceptions, and now the Bengals are in the AFC Championship. And this is the first time they've been in the playoffs in like 5 years. First time they actually had a playoff win in over 30 years. So, yes, congratulations to them. And Ryan Tannehill, I believe that you probably played your last down in Tennessee, so you need to do what? Kick rocks! Kick them rocks, man. Keep on kicking. Kicking rocks. And here we go. Y'all know this, man. Oh, man. Say, man, all the complaining and all the things that Aaron Rodgers, like all the I'm not showing up and give me Randall Cobb, give me all these different guys and, you know, this, that, and being a diva all year. And then you come up with 10 points. 10 points at home. Well, you supposed to be a cold weather guy? Nah, Aaron Rodgers. If I was the Green Bay Packers, I probably would cut ties with Aaron Rodgers, man. Because they went and did everything that he asked them to do this year, and he still came up. He came up short. Let me give you a stat about Aaron Rodgers, who's supposed to be one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever step foot on the field. Aaron Rodgers is only 10-11 in the playoffs. He's 10-11 in the playoffs all time in his career. I mean, you can say the man great all you want to, but he's 10-11 in the playoffs.
And I always wonder why at the beginning of every year he always the top for MVP. Where does that come from? Every year, it's like it's gonna be Aaron Rodgers, and he ain't that. Like,
you know,
what's up with that?
You know who Aaron Rodgers reminds me of? He reminds me of remember back when Phoenix Suns when they had Nash and Stoudemire and them, and they would run up like 60 wins every year in the regular season, postseason. They get knocked out in the second round of the playoffs. That's Aaron Rodgers. He puts up these sexy stats all year long, and then when it comes to crunch time, he can't. He came through that one when he. I mean, it's been so long since he won the Super Bowl. It's been like 10 years ago. It's been a long time, dog. And so it's like, what have you done for me lately? Lately, you've been losing at home in the playoffs for the last 3 years. You have lost at home the last 3 years. Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay, tell that man to do what? Kick rocks! He needs to kick rocks, man. I wouldn't be putting up. I would just go ahead and go with the rebuild, man. Give me one more time on that kick rocks on that boy, man. Kick rocks! And this is the ultimate kick rocks of the weekend right here, man. Leslie Frazier, man. Leslie Frazier, man, who decided that he was going to run a cover 4 shell defense with 13 seconds to go and let Patrick Mahomes and company march downfield and get 43 yards in 13 seconds, dog. Because you're running a cover 3. Cover 4 defense. And I'm not gonna give all the blame to Leslie Frazier because McDermott should have kicked that. First of all, you kicked the ball through the end zone, so that right there, if you'd have Squibb kicked it or either kicked it short, that would have ran at least 5 seconds off the clock before they even ran a play. You know? Just math. Yeah, I mean, then instead of having 13 seconds, they got 8 seconds. You know? That's a little bit different, you know? And so, but at the same time, know the situation. They had 3 timeouts, so they can use the entire field. So you run the cover 4, which people don't, if you don't know what the cover 4 is, it's basically a prevent defense. Is because they're not trying to score a touchdown at that point. They're just trying to get into field goal range. They don't need a touchdown. They're just trying to get into overtime. Like know the situation. So Leslie Frazier, man, and I try to support black coaches and stuff like that. But I'm gonna also hold you accountable when you mess up, because it wouldn't be fair to everybody else if I just let him get a pass for a terrible, terrible in the game decision. So Leslie Frazier, I'm sorry, sir. You need to kick rocks. Kick rocks. It's Los calling. I wonder if he want to get on the show. You want to call him? Carlos? Huh? Oh. Hey, you live on the air, man. You said the roadcaster? Yeah. Hold on. Hey, what you think about that playoffs, man? Hold on. I'm trying to get you on the air. It's on there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so like I said, that was just the best playoffs. That's the best round of playoffs I've ever seen, like, since I've been watching football, man.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I haven't talked to you since your Cowboys lost last week. What do you think about the fact that went to a hole, man? I didn't know where you went, man. So,
man.
What do you think about Patrick Mahomes getting his team down 43 yards in 13 seconds, and Dak taking a 17-yard scramble with 14 seconds?
Hey, the Cowboys offense, they need help. They need help, man. I don't like the play calling, and the running back game. Yeah, they need to change the running backs, because I don't like Zeke like that. You know what I'm saying? I think they need to go a different direction on the running back. But as far as the playoffs for the Cowboys, they played like they were in high school, man. I don't know what they had going on. The defense, they held as much as they could. You know what I'm saying? The 49ers came to play. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real about it. The 49ers came in the game with their heads on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the Cowboys, yeah, they came like they had their thumbs in their mouth, man. They acted like they was acting like they were scared.
The real issue with the Cowboys is the fact that Jerry Jones is still there.
I mean, Skeletor ain't going nowhere, man.
Skeletor.
He ain't going nowhere, man. He need to step back though from that sideline. I don't like how he has his hand in the game too much.
See, that's why they not firing McCarthy, because you want somebody. See, the thing is with Jerry, this is why he kept Garrett for so long. He wants somebody just to do what he say.
Yeah, puppy man. He's a puppy man.
That's why he got rid of Jimmy Johnson back in the day. That's all he wants. That's all he wants, man. And until he, somebody told me that Jerry Jones passed away like 10 years ago, and they got him running off one of them Iron Man hearts.
Hey man, Jerry Jones is Jerry Jones, man. To me, man, the Cowboys, they need to do some work on offense. They not productive enough, man. as far as the defense, they building their defense, and I like what they have going. But the offense, it's like they went backwards, man. Cause they did.
They just really, really productive. After that, they just become average to below average. And the fact that Zeke he spent like his second and third year trying to get in shape. He come in camp fat.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He steak and shrimp every night.
He talking about feeding me. Like, nah, man, you need to diet, bro.
Yeah. So,
anyway, man, I appreciate you calling in, man. We'll talk to you later, man. I'm finna get off this L.
All right, that's a bet.
All right, man, take it easy.
All right.
That was J. Carlos Vaughn. He's one of my good friends, man. Anyway, do I have any more from Kick Rocks? No more Kick Rocks? All right, man, I got this little thing. So we coming up on Black History Month, y'all. And I want to promote things black, the things that's going around. We went to this poetry thing this weekend. Bring that up. No. So we went to this me and my wife like to go to like hip hop poetry events around town, and one of her good friends is a lady called Nikki the Kid, and she is like she's like one of the prominent MCs, and she's a poet herself when it comes to those events. So you got Oh, okay. I had a hashtag in front of me, but she started. I don't know if you know this guy named Seven. She started off with him, and she does all these events. Man, we went to the event this weekend. Man, it's awesome. I mean, they put on really good shows. They fed us. The alcohol was a little high, but when you go out, you expect that anyway. But I just like to promote black businesses and black goings. That's not just black businesses. No, not that one. The black and white picture. It's just a picture. It say black don't crack on them. But that was at that event though. That dude was feeling good, man. I'll tell you that. There we go. The price just went up. That was the name of the event, and it's called Nikki the Kid. So if you want to follow her on Instagram. I think that's her Twitter handle, if I'm not mistaken. But you can find her pretty much on all platforms, man. And if you really like into that poetry, man, and it was a good time, man. It wasn't that many people there, of course, because of COVID. But it was poetry is not a thing that's supposed to be in a major, in big arenas. It's more of a small, intimate type deal, and that's her that's on the stage right there. So yeah, they put on some good stuff, man. If you wanna like follow her, man, keep up with her, because she does stuff like pretty much like once a month maybe or something like that. She started off at Poetry Lounge, and that's one of my wife's really good friends. So I just wanted to send her a shout out, man, and keep doing what you're doing, bringing the community together. That's my Black Don't Crack today, and we're gonna leave y'all with this, man. When your stuff kick in, this is what you're looking like in the club, y'all. Play that video. Uh-oh. Now you can take me off. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so man, we was while we was there over the weekend, and we actually went we saw the dude, and he was like in the corner just having a party by himself, basically. I mean, people, they play music there and stuff like that, so it's okay to dance, but not when it's a performer on. You shouldn't be in the hall in the aisleways busting a move as per se. So me and my wife came up. We was like, hey, that's that point when your issue kicks in. There we go. That was it. dude here, in his mind, he was the life of the party. I'm just gonna leave y'all with this, man. It don't matter where you at and how you are, man. Be your own happy, man. And this dude is an example of just being happy, man. He was just being happy, like he didn't care about no cares in the world, just doing him. And you know, it's okay. It's okay to be happy and just don't care about anything in that moment. And he was definitely enjoying himself, man. Yeah. Yeah, you see,
when your shit kicked in was a person.
Oh my God, man, we had such a good time there, man. Anyway, let me get out of here, y'all, man. I love you guys. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the comments. Remember to go to YouTube. Remember to subscribe. All that, everything. Facebook, Twitter, Spotify, Amazon. I don't know, anywhere you can find AC Martell. I'm everywhere. All right. Down the middle with AC Martell. We see y'all next week for Championship Sunday. Let's go. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Down the Middle with AC Martell. For more original sports content, remember, go like and subscribe our Facebook and YouTube pages, okay? And remember, I am not a broadcaster. I am not a journalist. I'm just a fan with a mic.